Hello! Hi! Only the VOD people could possibly be watching this segment.
Excellent.
This is only for them. Look at what we have here. The Ubisoft forward. Not backwards, always upwards. Tumbling forward, twirling into the future. Do you think Eve goes on stage again just covered in sweat? It's like everything's fine, like he did that one year?
Absolutely. I don't know if this is a live event. I don't think it is, but it might be. Like, I never know this year. It does say live from LA.
Here we are in beautiful LA. I'm like, that is the worst green screen shot I've ever fucking seen.
It would be so funny if the pre-show's live, and then it's like we recorded the main show.
You know, sometimes they do the live host, but cut to nothing but pre-done videos, like, and no live audience sound either.
It's true. They do, like, I remember when this was announced, actually, and it was announced to be live, because we were like, well, that's good. That means that it'll have much less likelihood of those people already being fired if they're in the live show.
That is true, but then I brought up they'll cut to a video that has those people featured who are fired.
Uh-huh. Oh, man.
The future's so bright.
It's so bright.
Okay, so step one is chat needs to get us successfully through wave 6, so that way we have an enormously bright TV for next year. Step 2 is I get prescription grade sunglasses for next Summer Games Fest. So that way I can just sit here in the summer outfit, just always wearing the shades, because the future's so bright I can barely fucking look at it.
God, I certainly hope next year is a little brighter.
I'm confident it will be. Just because. Oh no, the no matter what you do, the timer is affected. You can't see it right now because I didn't want it all over our summer game coverage, and I cannot be distracted.
Right.
During these events, it's enough to be distracted enough to run a stream, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Dan should wear the Quest 3 the entire stream. Then I wouldn't be able to see the stream 1 hour in.
Right?
I do have the battery pack. I wonder when... You know what? We'll just shove this anecdote here since we've got time. The USB power out on my production quality camera battery. Like, the thing's a honkin' giant V-mount battery, if you know what that is. It is 6,800 milliamp hours. The USB out is not powerful enough for the Quest 3. The Quest 3 slowly dies while plugged into that. So, I went to B&H Photo and I got a thing that plugs into the DTAP port and converts that into the standard known as USB PD, the power delivery one that can go up to 65 fucking watts and go, there! Die now, you stupid little bitch! So that should be showing up soon. Frankly, I prefer that anyways because this gives me a lot of creativity when it comes to what USB cable I use. Let's see what their music sounds like. It's Kesha. Well, there goes the VOD.
Right. I mean, this is going to have the Just Dance segment. There's no way we're going to avoid that.
And I'm going to be judgier than ever because I did that Les Mills dance thing. And I'm like, this is just that, but we're pretending to play it. Are we on the plastic beach?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like weirdly soothing.
It's almost getting into the carnival music from Plastic Beach. It feels like the prelude. For anyone who knows the specific song I'm talking about, there's a demo tapes version of Electric Shock, a song that got repurposed into Stylo, if I remember correctly. And there's a preamble thing to that. I really enjoyed those demo tapes versions of those songs, especially Electric Shock, a lot. Yeah, that was... Man. Did anyone ever do like a remix of that version of that song? Actually, now that I think about it, no. Electric Shock got repurposed into Rhinestone Eyes. I believe it was. Anyways, I notice a lot of people are maybe not here for Ubisoft.
What are you doing? This might be great.
I feel like What is the timer looking like? I'm going to be honest. I didn't sleep enough because of the Cursed Content Club. I'm not keeping up with the timer behind the scenes. But Bob and I estimated days ago, it's probably around 20.
Right, probably.
Probably around 20. It could be higher. We've got a couple thousand bit donations during these streams.
And we have been still getting subs and stuff. So.
Right. All of that affects it the whole time.
Mm-hmm. And these summer game events, though there are a lot of them, the streams aren't that long compared to what we normally do.
Right. Shit, there have been many Fridays that went longer than all of the summer game events.
Yes.
It's just a weird thing to think about.
Oh, yeah, on Friday, there is one more event. There's the Yacht Club thing.
I care immensely. Why did they have to put it so long after everything else and on Friday?
I don't know.
Okay, epilepsy people beware. This better be 60. Okay, it's 60.
Grab your shades, stay hydrated, and get ready for Ubisoft Forward, live from sunny LA. In just under 30
opened
minutes,
my
we'll be
mouth
kicking you over
too
to the
big,
Alaska
and they're
Bowl,
here to
starting
own
the
me
show with
for
an
it because
exclusive
chat
look
will
at
shame
gameplay
me into
from
playing
Star
the
Wars
Let's
Outlaws,
Dance
Assassin's
VR
Creed
game.
Shadows,
I am
X-Defiant,
so
and more.
fucked, Bob.
But first
Yeah,
up,
no, the Just
let's
Dance
enjoy
on the
a little
Meta
sunbathing
Quest.
under
It's
the
all
palm
you,
trees.
Dan. I'm
Even better,
sorry.
if I saw that correctly, that person wasn't even holding controllers.
I think she was, but
Was she?
it'll loop back. It'll loop back. Yeah, she's holding something.
Okay, she's holding control. Thank God. I was like, the mixed reality will not work based on all of my experiences with the Quest 3, and it will break the app.
Video games,
Oh, no,
we often
we're
have an
opening
element
on
of
Skull and
illusion,
Bones.
trickery, and smoke and mirrors.
You ever open on an open grave,
order to
right?
emulate
That's
the
why they call it an
complexity
open
of water,
grave,
we must
an
start
open
with research
casket,
and
Bob.
reference. I couldn't even begin to count how many hours I've spent studying water over the years. To create
Wow, he's
and
just like
simulate,
you, Bob.
First we must understand how it looks, how it moves, how it feels.
He's the guy who shows up
and
on
how
the
it is
Wii U
affected by the world
on
around
every
it.
post
It's a
about
good
water.
thing I'm the water guy, and water's been a huge part of my entire life. In Skull and Bones, our world is a fictionalized version of the Indian Ocean. It was important to us that it felt as though you were exploring distinct and unique locations.
Distinct.
Each
and
region
unique?
has a different look and feel, such as the East Indies looking more gloomy and desaturated.
I'm going to
versus
go
the
ahead and
open
say it now.
seas with
I
its
might say
bright
it again on Big
azure
Think if
blue
I remember
waters.
to.
We
Bob,
also put a lot
Yeah.
of effort
this
into the
morning I
visuals
woke
of
up and I
rendering
realized
of
there's
our
no
water.
longer an
We've improved the way
effective
foam
distinction
forms. We've
between
improved the
Phil
wave
Spencer and
translucency, the way
Kevin
light
Butler.
shines through the waves. And we've also added some new
After
surprises
watching
like
that interview
bioluminescence that you might find sailing
on the
around world.
IGN thing,
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Perhaps the biggest
What he
challenge of
comes out and
all
does
is that all
is
of us are
completely
expert
fake.
critics when it comes to
oh,
water.
hey, Chris.
We have all seen it and felt it in some way, making it incredibly difficult to do perfectly. You may not know precisely why it doesn't look right, just that it
Look,
doesn't.
they're talking about
One of the
waves
many
because
challenges
it's
with
Bob's
water that
favorite
other
thing in the
environments
video
don't
game,
have
right,
is that it is
Bob?
constantly in
I mean,
motion.
it's the only
Where
thing in the
terrain,
video
for
game, pretty
example, should be
much.
static, water needs to move and support the numerous ways players can
Why
interact.
can't I hear Chris?
In
Oh,
video
okay,
games,
wait.
we often have an element
No,
of
I can't hear
illusion,
Chris.
of
Why
trickery,
not?
and smoke and mirrors. Unlike film,
He
we
should
need to
be coming
render
out of the
many
correct
frames per
thing.
second, so we could not possibly
Yeah.
do it for
Oh,
real.
there we go.
Is
Now
it
we can
my
hear
ghost?
Chris.
Okay.
Hooray!
We cannot simulate billions of particles, give them gravity,
Look,
drop them. and
it's
see what
important to hear
happens. In a
about water
nutshell,
because
this
they
is what
have
a lot of
nothing
game
else
development
coming to this
is.
game
We
before
look
it
for
shuts
clever
down.
ways we can make complicated real-world elements believable in the simplest way possible. It also needs to.
Meanwhile-
not only
Man,
look
shouldn't they be
realistic,
talking
but also
about
be
like
adaptable with our
upcoming
gameplay
content to
mechanics
Skull and Bones
ship
and
They,
not
they should, if they had any.
Speaking of physics, in Skull and Bones, players will have choice over the size and type of ship they want to sail. The size, shape,
Wait,
and
wait.
weight of a ship all
Will
need to be
have-
taken
is
into
this
account
made
with the
before
water
the
system.
game is
For
out?
example, smaller ships will have less mass,
Probably.
higher buoyancy, and therefore float
That
higher
would
in the
make
water.
it make sense
This
that
means
he's
you will
talking
feel
this
all the
much
waves
about water.
more on a bigger ship,
Also,
which will
I
have more
remember
mass,
before the
sit
game
lower
came
in the
out, there was
water,
a
and
thing
have
of like, oh yeah,
increased drag,
Ubisoft
yet will not
sent
be
a
as
bunch of
impacted
people
by
over there.
smaller
They've
waves.
just been
We
in
put
this in
dedicated
Singapore the
focus
whole
on integration
time
between wave
during
shape, size,
development.
and movement
So this
to
is one of
balance
those
with the
dudes.
way
He's the
ship
lead
is
technical
executed.
director.
It was a constant back and forth,
Possibly one of those
iterative
dudes.
process to find something that was visually appealing, felt realistic, and was fun to navigate.
I remember
The
that was a
driving force
rumor
of
ahead
our
of time of
wave
just
formation
like,
is
yeah,
the
they
fast
sort of like
Fourier
deposited a
transform
team
or
there and
FFT
of like
algorithm.
6 leads or
Utilizing
whatever, or
various
3
layers of
leads,
the
and they've
FFT
just
at
been there
different frequencies
forever.
Is the foundation of our
Like
water
a vacation
simulation.
for
Low
that.
frequency is the slow,
What's
deep
happening
swells
today?
of the
Nothing.
sea, whereas higher frequencies
how I like it.
give us the choppy, smaller waves. Of course,
But I'm
I am
curious what his,
simplifying this
Moby
quite a
Games
bit,
looks like.
But it is iterating on these FFT layers and the amazing collaborative effort across many
Chris,
teams and
I said
disciplines
after
that give us the
yesterday's
amazing
interview,
water we have in
there's
Skull
no
and
important
Skull and Bones
distinction, no
represents the
noteworthy
culmination of
distinction
years
between
of
Phil
innovations and
Spencer and
advancements.
Kevin Butler.
We're
Do you have any
incredibly proud of our
thoughts on
authentic,
that?
diverse multiplayer naval experience and the water tech that makes it all possible. I hope you enjoy
Yes,
sailing
Phil
on water
Spencer
as
very
much as we
obviously
love
cares about
creating.
his reputation and is deeply hurt that Microsoft corporate is annihilating his good guy Phil reputation.
Hey everybody, it's time for a fun little musical
Kevin
break.
Butler
Rocksmith
cannot
Plus,
feel
the
pain.
award-winning
Kevin
method
Butler
that is
cannot
the
feel
fastest way to learn
fear.
Guitar, and it's helped over 5 million
Of course he
players.
can't
That's
feel
a lot of
fear. He
players.
did that
Watch
fucking
this.
Wii tire commercial.
But that's the only thing I only feel grim satisfaction when I see Phil Spencer nowadays. It's like, you wanted to be a hero so bad, and now it's ruined.
Yeah,
The moment Phil Spencer retires, people are going to start dropping YouTube videos titled shit like Phil Spencer, the most destructive man in gaming.
Iconic riffs that have never
I
been easier to
hope.
learn
I hope
before.
that
And
like
check
the
this out. Not only can you learn
like that
favorite
event
songs in guitar
yesterday
and bass,
was just obviously a
Rocksmith
puff
Plus
piece
now also
done
offers
to make it
piano.
look like he's cool and good again. And I hope that no one's
I
buying
haven't
it.
seen nobody's buying that shit. The only people buying that are the same people buying the Coalition saying, we're totally going back to the Gears 5 story after this next game.
Yeah, them
We'll
fucking
definitely
saying
go
that's
back
insane.
to the Gears. I mean, what else are they going to say? No, that sold bad and everyone hated it, so if you liked it, fuck you. They're not going to say that. They'll just lie. Because 6 years from now, when a new Gears game that isn't that comes out, you won't remember.
PC and mobile, Rocksmith
Yeah.
Plus is
Yeah.
also
I know,
available
because
on
I have to deal with
PlayStation.
all
Learn a
these
new
people not
instrument or just
remembering.
make yourself a
Right.
little
So Bob,
private
the
by
VR
improving
thing
your
got
skills.
me into fitness. You're gonna learn guitar now, right?
I don't think that's possible.
You're not me. You don't have the weird, like, inept finger manipulation that I know of.
What's going on?
No, I just don't have rhythm, which might be important to playing guitar.
What?
I don't know. There's some bands.
Get a little curious and snoop.
You know, I do have a guitar. I might be able to just pick it up and try.
And Mr. Spade caught
Bob, you only need to learn one thing,
Yes.
and it's that sick riff from 96 Quite Bitter Beings.
I knew it would do that.
Of course, it's the most important thing on guitar ever.
I see our mysterious photographer return.
Are you telling me I should snoop around?
Well, it's nothing you haven't done before, is it?
That's weird. This isn't a
Killed the cat.
Oh, Andrew.
like a
hi. I was
service game.
Spying on our manager?
It is, however, a game they're gonna hide because it looks like Agent Kendall.
Yeah, I know.
The
like,
Bureau.
What is happening with these everything?
They just need breasts that are 6 times as large, and it's delivered via Xbox Live indie games.
Everything that happened.
Am I in? Is Ubisoft involved in that
Did you touch
60s spy game from like 20 years ago? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think I do.
Is it the one with the lady spies on the cover?
Yeah, no one lives forever. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I think
That feels like it would be them.
That's Monolith. That is Monolith.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
not.
Spiff says Bob will learn that when Dan learns the bounce sting on violin. That actually would be a pretty good reason to. Oh my god! I had to open my fucking mouth.
that looks really rough.
Oh my god! Yeah,
Man, look at all these games that keep coming out on PS4 but not Xbox One.
What game are you looking at right now?
The thing that just ended.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
So we're at 21:02:3:1:0. Yeah.
I'm way behind you.
We're staring
now
at.
I refreshed and I'm
Okay.
closer.
I'll read off again because we can pause, obviously. 48, 7, 6.
Yeah, you're like 5 seconds ahead of me.
Okay, I'll pause. That's no problem.
48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 39.
You stopped a little early. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 sec. I'm waiting at 31.
Okay, go. It's close enough. We're fine.
So, this
You
sure
gonna get
just
into Just Dance VR?
I guess I'm gonna have to after all
Right.
the shit I talked
Right.
on the podcast, and then right before this, and then they pulled up the sawed-off shotgun and shot me in the chest.
Ubisoft's not involved with
Got that
Monopoly
summer feeling
Go.
yet?
No, they're
Set your
not, but
alarms
that's
for about
probably
20
like a
minutes from
different
now.
Monopoly
We'll
game.
kick off with
Bob, did you hear about the
look at
Monopoly Go
Star Wars
thing?
No.
The company
Oh.
that made Monopoly Go spent way too much money marketing it.
Yeah, where they spent like
$500 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and somebody's gonna be like, well, some dumb executive's gonna go, obviously that was the sauce that made that a $2 billion game. We better spend $500 million marketing Suicide Squad kills the Justice League 2.
Games supported by Ubisoft.
Bob, Blade Chimera, that new Ladybug game, has a demo on Steam Next Fest.
Nice. Oh,
Thanks, CS Drive.
I'm gonna throw that on my wish list, so I remember to get it when I get home.
Coming to all platforms.
Oh yeah, that Flintlock not only has a demo, that game's only going to be $40. Yeah.
Huh.
Wow, I might buy it instead of buying a month of Game Pass
Right?
on PlayStation, so Microsoft gets absolutely nothing.
Bob, you know how I did that tweet where I said I was talking to an old friend about the Xbox conference?
Yeah.
That was Handsome Joe.
I thought so. It was like, it probably am.
Yeah, normally, like, you know, long-time listeners and watchers know, we did E3 parties for years before we even covered it remotely live on the channel. So normally we would get to talk post the conference in person about it, but instead I have to send him this gigantic block of text via text message at 1 in the morning.
Yeah, I was like, this is a really weird time. Is he actually having to communications with Joe right now?
Well, Joe texted me past 11, so I'm calling it fair game.
Okay.
Even though, of course, I'm up at 11 and he's not up at 1:30.
Right.
But here's the irony. I was asleep at 11 because I was taking like a 2-hour nap before I had to wake up and edit Curse Content Club, the angry video game nerd movie, which everyone here loves.
Not as good as The Dream Where You Die. My subconscious conjuring the image of me being squashed by a semi-truck was actually better.
For now, King of the Hat is out
Jesus.
now on Steam.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's ready for how bad that AVGN movie
Yeah,
is.
I was genuinely stunned. That commentary track is nothing but me being shocked over and over as James Rolfe completely surpasses my worst possible thought of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He should make another movie that's nothing like that.
Yes, that is a fact. It really was perfect that we watched the Game Chasers movie before it. You know, because
That
that
was
is
so
much
much better. It was
Yeah.
insanely better.
Yeah.
And that's the sort of thing you would have expected a James Rolfe movie to be, where there's like a character core and an arc and goofy adventures and a large cast of characters that are developed throughout the film. Because he is a fan of the Spielbergian Hollywood.
Right.
Enemies' objectives.
Heck, he's a fan of horror movies. Even those do that.
Defenders fortify their positions with a variety of tools and gadgets, reinforcing walls, setting up barricades.
Oh, they did another one of those behind the scenes for Metal Gear Solid stuff.
Delta.
Yeah, hosted by David Hayter.
Cool.
Today.
Neat.
Each operator comes with
Did not have time to watch all of it.
Oh, you didn't have time to watch all of it? That's crazy.
I know,
I
right?
can't believe that.
So forming your
Maybe you would have
squad
had time to watch all of it if you didn't go to Cece's and eat all that pizza. Wait, that was me. I ate all that pizza.
to bring a
So, Bob, what's your take on what was it, Demolition Man Cece's we went to?
That was literally just regular CC's. The only difference was they were brave and possibly very stupid for putting an air hockey table basically in the middle of the restaurant, so the whole thing's insanely loud. But yeah,
That's sure a CC's.
I was astonished that the flavors had not changed at all.
No.
I haven't eaten sea seeds like probably 4 or 5 years.
For me, it was like a decade.
All your actions
Yeah.
Yeah.
direct consequences.
Which is why I was especially hurt when COVID killed it, because I'm like, damn it, I haven't been in like 6 years.
Right?
In here.
Spiff says the Oreo pizza was all right. Yeah, that was better than I thought it would be. I feel like that used to be worse.
Well, I don't think they ever used to have an Oreo pizza.
Oh, okay.
They had
a chocolate pizza.
Yeah, they had some weird chocolate pizza, which wasn't good. And I feel like their other dessert pizza got worse. Like that one was.
That thing I feel like was always like a grab bag. Like that one was a random draw. I'd go sometimes and it would literally not have a flavor.
And I don't know why the Fed sticks taste like that. Like
the cheese bread thing.
Yeah, the cheese bread thing.
Yeah.
It's,
yeah, I have no fucking idea.
it doesn't taste anything like their other food.
You'll find that in Siege.
Yeah, the cinnamon rolls were good.
Yeah, the thing I always remember about Cece's, which we haven't had one here in a million years, it closed long ago and is a Jimmy John's now, is the cheese breads. That's all you would eat.
The Jimmy John's is the not Brussels.
Sprouts, just Sprouts.
Just Alfalfa Sprouts sub company, right?
I don't fucking know. I've never eaten there.
But yeah, they are the ones.
And then they stopped serving the fucking Sprouts, and I'm like, why the fuck would I go here?
Yeah, I feel like every sandwich they offered also went up by $3 at least over the as soon as COVID started.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
a fast food company started charging more for their food during COVID and never lowered the price, and then kept raising it. People are saying Jersey Mike's better than Jimmy John's, Bob.
I haven't eaten Jersey Mike very much. When they moved into Niceville, they were already insanely overpriced, so I basically only ate there twice. Yeah.
I don't like Jersey Mike's. They serve all sorts of subs I should love, but somehow I don't like any of them. I don't know why that is. Yeah, they're so damn greasy. It's true. I don't know though. I just don't know what exactly. Like even the corn dusted sub roll seems like something I should love, and then I eat it. It's like soft. Like it's soft in a way that's like the exterior is tough but soft.
I remember they had what's that sandwich where you put house dressing on it?
Reuben.
Yeah, they had a decent Reuben, but that was like I don't know, probably a decade ago.
So I always liked Jimmy John's with the fucking Sprout subs more.
Yeah, Jimmy John's bread was always way better too. But I don't know if that's even still the case.
Chris, you got any sub takes?
No, I basically never eat subs.
I love fucking sandwiches. They're so damn good. However,
we didn't have a sub place here other than Subway for basically my entire life, and they were also in I don't think Subway's very good, and it was in an inconvenient place, so I just never ate subs.
Yeah, Subway, because it was pretty conveniently located for me, was like I need to get my life together if I eat here. Fast food place. It's not good for you, and I can make a sandwich, technically.
I feel like Subway's the worst fast food sub shop there is.
Sadly, I hate Jersey Mike's more, but I identify that it's a more compelling thing to some people. This looks neat.
Yeah, no, this is neat.
Yeah.
You can transform with all these creatures. Might be fun.
It's Mega Man ZX. Except for you didn't sit there and go, oh, it's just out.
Just out, I guess.
It's just out. You didn't sit there and go, our aesthetic is just also Mega Man.
And you're watching the Ubisoft Forward pre-show. Only 10
Okay,
minutes
that
to
looks.
go until
What's
the
that?
main
I'm
show
interested in
starts,
that.
and
That
it's
could be cool.
heating up. We'll be joining
Are
the
you
team to
dancing
kick
or
things
fighting?
off with gameplay from Star Wars Outlaws, but for now, Take a sip of that cocktail and settle in for news on our brand new free-to-play arena shooter.
Another arena shooter? How many tasks have to fail?
I thought it was going to be a free-to-play online thing that wasn't an arena shooter. Oh my god.
Like, you had Hyperscape that already tanked. You had someone before this thing before that also already tanked.
Play for free now.
Epic game deal. It's over already.
Right?
Oh, no, wait. They said Steam also. Okay, they just also said Epic. I guess nobody's stupid enough to take the Epic deal anymore.
It's so weird that this is all been in the pre-show, but I feel like that was the first time an announcer came out to say anything about it being a pre-show that it started.
Yeah. I think the sizzle reel earlier that let me know they were going to shoot me with a Just Dance game for my fucking hubris might have implied it too.
Man.
So
if this wasn't Robo Balls, it might have something going for it. But they just picked the most sauceless aesthetic.
I'm sorry, all the good ones were taken. They have to do marble fights. But then that led me, a person who's interested in, like, spherical racing, to be disappointed that it was a fucking shooter.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, you can't make the balls opaque and have hamsters inside them. That'd be funny.
You mean translucent and have hamsters inside?
Yeah, translucent. You can't have the Hamtaro Blood War.
Well, we saw one of them be translucent a second ago. And I don't mean that thing that just happened. Like, there's one of them where the design of it is translucent. Maybe there are, in fact, hamsters in all of these. They just don't want to talk about it.
You're so screwed. I look forward to talking about this game shutting down in November.
I don't think we'll even cover it. I think it's going to be so small that even when it shuts down, we won't have heard of it.
It will be a post hoc announcement of being like, that happened months ago and is dead.
Right? We find out during the Game of the Year somehow.
Oh God, Game of the Year segments this year.
So is this For Honor? I haven't seen that game in years.
Spiff tells me people are getting loot drops for this stream.
What? How do they even know?
At least it's in the title, Ubisoft 4 with Big Think Dimension.
Yeah, I thought they quit supporting For Honor a million years ago. Like, I haven't even seen anybody who talks about playing that game anytime recently. This looks like For Honor.
Yeah, no, they've got all different classes and stuff.
Are we really getting back to, look, all our service games are failing, we have to try and revive ones that already failed?
I always figured For Honor was like Rainbow Six, and it's just like, yeah, there's a huge group of people still playing.
I don't
it,
think
no one
so.
They were implying it was another one of those for years.
Right.
So that would be why Bob thought that. And once again, with the Rainbow Six situation, I only met one dude in my entire life who played Rainbow Six Siege. And it sounded like he was into it because YouTubers duped him into being into it. And he grew tired of it within 4 months.
Okay, For Honor seems to have a small but consistent player base, so it's not huge.
It's weird how we're at a spot of the game industry where a lot of publishers would kill for that.
Right.
Yeah, for comparison, it has 5% of the audience of Rainbow Six Siege.
What is Rainbow Six Siege currently at? Because it's the year 2024.
Send your armies.
Current players, 61,000.
I will be waiting.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
People love that fucking game. Like, they're actually starting to have the Destiny problem of, we can't staple more shit onto this engine, but if we make a new game, there's no guarantee any of these people will come over.
Mm-hmm.
I would simply make a good game.
that maybe doesn't matter.
Oh, maybe.
Riders Republic?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
This is a cool moment. They're like, look, a person made this clip. Now check out this clip of this other game.
Okay, yeah.
Remember Steep?
No.
I do.
You don't?
I often think about Steve and get mad, honestly.
The only reason I ever think about Steep is because it has the sports wheel. Where you open up like the weapon wheel to change whether you're snowboarding, parachute, paragliding, riding a bicycle.
If you're someone who died in this clip 3 times, I feel so bad for you.
They had to search long and hard for someone actually making a Skull and Bones clip.
And it was it glitching.
Right?
That was it. That's the only one they could find.
Combo Man video, all right.
Yeah, this clip was sent in by Game Breaker God. Okay, now show me a clip of the roguelike Prince of Persia. Oh right, the latest Trackmania is just called Trackmania. I was like, oh, I should play this on my PC. I bet it looks really nice on the 4090. And then the other voice in my head goes, I bet it has shader compilation stutter on the 4090. Oh, God damn it, man. Why do I own a nice GPU? Oh, right, to do videos I don't do, because they didn't do well enough.
Throw shit. Guys, there was a smoke right in front of me. I'm dead. Now I repel.
Yeah, Chad, I couldn't wait until The Lost Crown was $20 because I need you to understand the industry would be so much better if that game blew up.
Right.
Yeah.
This
That
is
was
their
a chance
hype clip.
for people to convince Ubisoft to pivot, and people didn't show up, which I kind of expected that game to not take off. Because functionally a new IP.
Everyone loves Prince of Persia. It's like one
Yeah,
of the top
people definitely don't know what that is anymore.
What?
They did successfully do that.
It's like we were talking about yesterday, where it's like, motherfucker, if you want to have a franchise, you have to always be here. Fucking deadbeat dads show up every 5th birthday and are surprised they aren't the main male figure in their kid's life.
Yep. It literally is that. That was... Like, that literally is the best analogy for this shit when I was talking yesterday, because it really is just, it's not what you did, it's that you were there. If you're not there at all, then who fucking cares? Who the fuck are you with your Prince of Persia games? Games,
like
plural, in 2024.
Like, and it used to be like, we went from, okay, we can have a new game every couple of years, to, okay, well, we can't do that, but we can keep making spin-offs to remind you this franchise exists. And now everything's so expensive they can't even do that.
Has been going strong for over 5 years. Based on the feedback we received from you, we deployed thousands of improvements.
I'm trying to think. To me, it feels like the spin-offs even died before 8th gen. I'm trying to think of an 8th gen spin-off of an IP.
Tomorrow. And with it, we are unlocking level 40 and the
I feel like
entire
Resident
endgame
Evil
for
had
all
some.
Division 2 players. Tune into
Yeah,
our
Resident
show
Evil
later
pretty
today to hear
consistently.
more
Man,
about the
but yeah,
season.
Resident Evil's like...
So context,
at what's coming
the
in season
Division
1.
2 has 1/3 of the players of For Honor.
I'm glad we have some power scaling here.
Yeah, the Division 2 is dead.
Yeah,
and
I
they're
didn't
trying
really
to fix it because they need it to be alive.
I don't really know a ton of people who played and talked about the Division 2, other than Bob, who told us we're the new sheriff in town.
Yeah, no, it feels like 2's had a way less of impact than 1.
And that
God, it's so frustrating that this is the franchise they've been trying to keep alive. It's like you're just a bad version of other franchises you do in the Splinter Cell or in the Tom Clancy universe. Like, everyone be more excited for a Splinter Cell.
All Division 2 players can now reach level 40 to unlock endgame content.
In fact, we might see one here in a minute.
Yeah.
Countdown.
But yeah, it feels like
Paradise Lost
Resident Evil is just that constant.
Before we go to that, which I do want you to go into, they just announced all the agents can now reach level 40. That leaves the implication that only some could before.
I know, right?
What did that mean?
Maybe they don't mean it. Maybe they just mean all players.
they didn't mean it to sound like now all players.
We're just seconds out from
Just
the main show.
hey, all players, you could play our game and get to level 40, which is a weird thing to say. You don't say that unless the contextual reason exists. Anyways, Bob, Resident Evil, go.
Yeah, Resident Evil, it's a little bit cheating because it's just been there and having spin-offs in mainline games forever.
Mm-hmm.
The only time there was a kind of a hesitation is after 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. I assume the Division 2 had some sort of free mode that you couldn't max out your level. So this might be like, please just play it.
I'm seeing a lot of people go with my alternate theory that it is just, this happens in games. It's the consumable. You get one. This character jumps to level max.
Huh.
Oh, so they're giving everybody
the thing to get them into the end game content.
Oh, you're washed. You're fucked. It's over.
We're opening on an orchestra.
Nope. That's not how Roundabout starts.
Yeah, where's our open world JoJo's game? Be brave.
Fucking Donna Bang shit happens every 10 feet. What Ubisoft game is this for?
Prince of Persia? The remake?
That
maybe?
or maybe Assassin's Creed.
I don't know. It doesn't sound like that. Assassin's Creed could have a lame motif, and I would just be like, huh?
Yeah.
Like, I have zero chance of recognizing that by ear.
They are definitely hitting Prince of Persia vibes with that.
It'd be so funny. It's like, yeah, we canceled the reboot. We're just making a new Prince of Persia.
That would be really smart.
That'd be smarter.
It
but
would.
I feel, but these companies are too scared to do that. They gotta make the cheap thing, even if it turns out to not be cheap because you're incompetent.
Right? It was like, it can't be cheap anymore. We've been working on it for 7 years.
Fucking Starhawk?
No, I think this is Star Wars.
Oh. Well, they also had that,
I know what you're talking about. Star Wing or whatever. What the fuck was the name of that?
The thing that had Star Fox shit
The
on
amiibo.
Switch.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was called.
It wasn't called Star Wing. That's the name of Star Fox that did it for Star Link. There we go.
Starlink,
That's
okay.
why I thought that. It was 2 letters off. Neat.
Seems weird to do for
It's Star Wars. Big moment. Opening on Star Wars is good.
Oh yeah, but it just seems
No.
weird to
I just mean this. Like this moment of just like, we're opening on Star Wars. Not musically, gameplay wise. So that way we can get that out of the way and you don't spend the rest of the conference going, when the fuck is this showing up?
Right.
Let's go, Nix.
That's fun. That was a lot like an old Star Wars game on the Apple II.
Yeah.
I'm
And also arcade, yeah.
Game director at Massive Entertainment. Today, we'll show you a different type of adventure.
Yeah.
And as we journey across multiple systems,
I saw
we will
this
come
post,
across
like I can't even get
many
excited for
opportunities
AAA games
astounding.
anymore because I just see hundreds of millions of dollars
In
being
Star Wars
wasted, and
Outlaws,
that really is
one
how
of your
it feels
motivations
now.
for exploration is to find
I love this
experts
fucking-
scattered across the galaxy. These experts will help Kay pick up new skills to survive in the underworld.
He just looks like Darth Maul, but casual.
I guess he's the same species.
That
Right.
rules,
dude. I was too caught up on, the Jawa is one of your experts. I'm just staring at him like, Jawa?
You sure about that, bro? And I'm like, Bob, that's racist.
We're picking up in Accra Station. A remnant of the Clone Wars.
Hey, Bob,
used to be a refueling
one
station
game you
that
can
now acts
legitimately
as a
have
trade hub
confidence
for illegal contraband.
will take advantage of the PS5
It's
Pro.
a great place to resupply.
I guess.
100%.
If Sony isn't
Merchants are
completely
often
asleep at the
affiliated
wheel,
with
which I'm not
syndicates
even.
and might offer you a
No, I
special
think just
confident
putting it
enough
on
to
the
say.
market's good enough for Ubisoft to be like, oh yeah, we need this for the really pretty shit.
This kind of business attracts all kinds of shipjackers, contract brokers,
QED. They had ray tracing in Watch Dogs Legion at launch.
They did. And this is a Snowdrop engine, right?
Uh-huh.
They're always about pushing stuff like with
your ship.
That Pandora
that
game
Avatar
last
game,
year.
yeah, that Avatar game's nuts. I hope that gets a PS5 Pro update. I imagine Sony would probably be like, "Here's some money if you do that."
Maybe
because that is like one of the most high-end next-gen games.
It is. It's just like, is anyone still working on it?
Hey, Andy.
That is the real question. Her face is just gonna bug me the whole game. There's just a quality about it where it almost looks like
Each planet has
Team
its own
America,
system for
like the way the
equipment
bones
and many
are
opportunities to
built
make a few
out.
credits.
It's so weird. 'Cause
Which you
I
can
feel like
choose
it's
to
the
engage
Immortals of Avian problem. Which is like her real life face looks fine, and it just didn't go in the game.
Oh,
right.
she's based on a real person.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, just assume any character in a AAA game now is based on a real person.
God, that
unless
works
it's made
too
by
well.
Square Enix.
Yo, nice.
Yo,
I did not expect like full ship battles with.
We're
Wow.
warring in these stars.
Hey, Starfield. Why didn't you have this?
Flies.
This is all right. Now you're just gonna need to find Jade out here, and my premonition will be all set.
Yeah, we should do gamer premonitions for this game. We should do real ass a gamer premonitions episode for Star Wars Outlaws. Yes. Chat, back me up.
Happy to help.
I hope they say this is coming out in like September. When did they say this was coming out? August?
In space,
It-
your actions.
I don't
say
think it's August. I think it's a little later.
Yeah, I think it's just October or September, but I might be wrong.
This optional dogfight allowed us to improve our
August
reputation with
30th.
pikes
Cool. That means it'll
while
be on
making
sale
a few
on Black
credits.
Friday.
Yes.
God.
Now let's continue our journey and head to
August
Tatooine.
30th?
Yeah, that seems insanely close.
I'm going to be playing the Amana game, maybe.
We'll find out tomorrow.
I don't get to know
No,
yet.
we'll find out Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah.
We'll find out that Dragon Age is bad tomorrow.
Apparently
Although
some
maybe
gameplay
it won't
just got
be,
out.
'cause- Oh, well, I was told something very like
The tattoo system is in the
comforting
clutches
about
of the
that game
Hotcross.
yesterday. I hope it's
Our
true.
reputation with them is poor.
That it's like that it went so bad they're like, fuck it, there's no open world, it's mission based like the Mass Effect games now.
That would really help with scope problems.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we're doing the No Man's Sky
Oh
moment
my God, are we
in a
at?
Star Wars game.
I mean, I'm sure there's only one landing place, but it's still cool to do it.
You know, that thing Starfield couldn't,
Yeah.
but really should have been able to do, because that really does ruin the illusion.
Yeah, this is so much more cool like space game.
Sci-fi than Starfield accomplished.
Yeah, Jesus. You do need that shot. Like
You
you
do,
do,
yeah.
absolutely do.
It gives you a feeling.
Recreating this iconic city is a dream.
I think
come
earlier
true
this
for
week they
our
said
team.
that the wanted level
Allowing us to
with
show parts of Mos
the
Eisley
Empire
we've
is
never
literally
seen
just the
before.
stars from GTA, and it has like 6 levels.
You can
That's
tell
really
in
funny.
that trailer from
Yeah.
last year.
There are many opportunities for a scoundrel, including working your way in with the Hutt cartel. Most of Tatooine's economy is under their control, even though the increased Imperial presence has been hurting their business. But first, we need to pick up the trail of our expert gunslinger. The best place to start is the cantina. By asking around, we learn of a pirate who is deadly with the blaster and who used to work for the Hutt cartel.
I was sitting there thinking, I could play this on my PC so we get more information about how the game is on more platforms.
Okay.
In the southern hills.
Dan, you shouldn't do that. You know how that went last time. Dan, that was a Star
Traveling
that
to
was a Star
destination
Wars
can
game.
be
It's
an
not
adventure
made
in
by the
itself.
same publisher even. I have PTSD now for Star Wars games that are AAA next gen, and how that'll go on PC.
Yeah,
I
when
mean,
did you
this will
play it?
probably won't go differently on PC.
Yeah, I do worry this is gonna go out. Jedi Survivor.
I thought so, but I was
Yeah.
like, I didn't.
I
remember.
didn't play it on PC. I wanted to. Then the launch coverage from Digital Foundry's like, yeah.
I just assume like that's another thing. Like I just assume any AAA game of this scale is just gonna be totally fucked at launch because it's like, no, we can't keep it in 6 months
Busy
more.
place.
It needs to
Right.
be out.
I wish I could trust anyone who played Avatar to tell me that.
Instead, they're sickos. They're like, oh, graphics.
Oh, these graphics are
Warren,
so
there weren't
good.
that many sickos.
I stopped playing it 4 hours in.
Yeah.
Because that's how it feels like with every tech reviewer.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of every person I heard about that game from had real tech reviewer energy.
Right. By no means saying that game actually sold to anyone, actually.
Uh-huh.
There's a data pad or something that can tell me who that old gunslinger is.
I watched the Easy Allies, 2 of those people on it were like, oh my god, this game's incredible. But they were weird Avatar sickos. And I feel like you have to be either tech guy or Avatar sicko.
This game or that game?
That game, Avatar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there didn't seem to be enough Avatar sickos into games to buoy that.
Right.
Hey, hear me out. You know, part of what made the Days Gone spoiler cast was the boldness of going back and playing a game that wasn't even at launch, but was a giant AAA game full of content.
Uh-huh.
What if?
If the Avatar games comes $30, I'd say yes.
It's a Ubisoft game, so Days Gone gave us the delightfulness of the one AAA game made by an insane Republican.
Yes.
The Avatar game isn't going to have anything like that.
That's true.
It's just going to be mush.
I love that it had a HUD reputation declining for trespassing.
Okay, I like them literally giving you the lock-picking minigame that R2 always does.
Yeah.
Like, it's the exact same structure.
So I haven't talked about it yet because we were deep in conversation by the time I noticed it was not a temporary thing. This entire game's in CinemaScope.
Yeah, it is. Weird.
The Order called.
Right?
It wants its technology back.
Hey, just earlier this year, Hellblade 2 did that.
Maybe this is running on a 4090 and it's running in some weird ultra-wide
super wide
resolution. Yeah.
If that's the case, ultra-wide gamers don't want that conveyed via this because they'll just assume those are black bars they can't remove.
Right. Which I noticed it's all been using the like Xbox prompts for stuff, so it probably is the PC version.
Probably is the PC version, but they decided this is the way they want to show off the game, and that is incredibly telling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they just want it to look like a movie. And scrape back performance.
God, this game looks insane.
It does. This looks completely fucking nuts.
If this game doesn't sell 15 million copies, every person who worked on it's going to be executed. Like,
you again.
Like, this looks more expensive than Spider-Man 2.
It does, yeah. A lot more expensive.
Actually, I'm here for you.
That's insane.
I heard you're the best shot on the planet.
Oh, and you want to be second best. Now is not a good time. The HUDs are coming, and I need to get ready. Get your blaster out.
What we have just shown you is the beginning of one of the many adventures you can go on in Star Wars Outlaws. Whether you want to learn
you got that
skills, upgrade your speeders.
This is Red Dead Redemption.
Christ!
Or become an unstoppable thief.
Yeah,
if this game underperforms slightly, Ubisoft will go out of business.
Officially, this game and Astrobot are like the 2 games I'm looking forward to playing on a PS5 Pro. That's it.
Like, it's rare I see a game and I'm scared for how much money it must have cost.
And yet I feel like that's the Ubisoft's thing.
Which is why,
this seems
since
like
it's them,
another level.
Since it's Ubisoft, no feeling whatsoever. I don't need to care about the survival of Ubisoft because they haven't cared once.
Yeah, you can't really protect someone who wants to die.
Right. But yeah, I don't know. I bet that'll be fucking mind-blowing on a PS5 Pro.
Probably.
Too bad it apparently is just barely coming out before.
Right.
So I don't think we're getting the PS5 Pro
when the Pro
barely
comes
into
out.
August, right?
Small cons with your buddy Nix is all you've ever known. After crossing one of the galaxy's elite, you end up hunted, with your one chance of freedom being an impossible task: to pull off one of the greatest heists of all time.
I need you to do the
To
infamous
increase your
stare into
chances of survival,
the camera.
you'll need to seek out elusive experts scattered
Hey
all
Bob,
across
this
the
moment
outer
we're
world.
having right now, it feels like E3.
From a
It does.
skilled
You notice how the
pirate
rest of this
turned
week
sheriff
kinda
gunslinger
didn't?
to a Sabak high roller.
Yeah, the PC gaming show felt as PC gaming show as usual, but still not E3.
Because you didn't have that live audience and a bunch of the awkwardness that comes with trying to make those jokes land and properly switch between things.
Whispered between locals.
And Summer Game Fest doesn't have a game this big.
No, weirdly.
To their location before embarking on shady
because those didn't happen this year, I think.
Jobs to grow
what a weird year we're living through right now. This feels like the year possibly the most affected by COVID, which is why the JRPGs rise.
Only to stick around.
I had this thought that was almost certainly mostly cope.
To a brand new location.
What if games getting so expensive makes developers go, we have to make a turn-based game that's cheaper than making an action game?
I do think a number of people are starting to view that, yeah.
To the lawless sands of Tatooine. Build your reputation with them to earn lucrative rewards. Or gamble everything.
They're really obsessed with that guy with the plush.
And double-cross them to land yourself.
He's going to get a restraining order on the camera any second now.
On behalf of Massive Entertainment, along with our co-development studios all across Ubisoft.
List the studios, even that will take an hour.
Right.
Games, it's my privilege to share another look at this childhood dream come true.
Did we have a date on Doom?
With passion
I don't know.
And wonder. We hope you love it too.
No, I think they just said early next year.
To take the risk,
they might not even said early next year.
Is full.
Just 2025. Okay.
They have to find enough time to somehow screw another musician.
Whoa! Jabba's little freak looked so realistic. Holy shit!
Yeah, they killed that exact type of real-life alien and scanned it in.
I really do think these high-fidelity games need to start working on emulating how practical effects look.
A scoundrel looking to start a new life.
Was that motherfucking Lando?
I didn't notice him.
He's just wearing Lando's outfit.
No one gets hurt. Fortunately,
I think that this is supposed to be after the original trilogy? Like, is she running from First Order guys?
I think it's actually between Empire and Return.
Okay.
Okay, that's
People are
good.
confirming that was Lando. Okay. And that was at Jeff's show.
Okay.
They should never set anything in the sequel era ever.
Yeah, I think they know that. Because even, like, Mandalorian's like, it's before the sequels.
Nix, you want to drop that for me? Come on.
It looks like the, it works like the Goobella Tattle ability. It's like, give me their credit card number.
As your versatility grows, gain access to new skills and more lucrative contracts.
There she is.
A friend needs a little something stolen.
And in this
I'm going to say something. This is really cursed, and I'm sorry.
I can't let you walk out of here.
As unlikely as it is, what if
I'm gonna finish
this is a return to the Ubisoft Gaslight bullshit trailer?
Oh my god,
it's too close.
I know.
It would be the destruction of their company in this case.
Because if you recall, the bullshit trailer for Watch Dogs was like a full year before the game came out. And the year the game came out, the trailer obviously looked a little worse.
Also, I think they had to crunch that game down because of the consoles. Wasn't there a thing where you could get it looking pretty close to that by fucking with the
that is cope.
Was that cope?
Yeah.
But people, I saw it. It looked closer. Like people went into the settings on like the deep settings on the PC version and
exploits grow.
Got it back.
Of who you cross.
Hang on.
Yeah, I feel like even that was, like you were saying, stuff that
scattered across the
it wasn't in the setting menus at all. They had to hack it in.
Yeah, they had to go into the ini files.
Yeah, but even
turn
still,
shit on.
that is.
Traverse the lush jungle world of Akiva.
Man,
I don't know. This seems too real.
Oh yeah,
I bet
no,
it won't look
100%.
this good because this has to be a max setting PC.
Right. Yeah, no, I don't
fucking running this
legitimately.
shit on Deep Blue.
I don't legitimately believe that is the case with this.
Hey,
it's just the pedigree of Ubisoft hit me in the middle of it.
We're not in widescreen anymore. We're not.
Yeah, we're not in CinemaScope.
Hyperdrive.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Why did they do that for that?
I don't know.
Once you land, you can explore all these worlds.
I guess because it was
On
a
K's S-57
unedited
Carbon
gameplay
Sphere.
sequence for a chunk there. They wanted to just be like, make sure we get the best frame rate possible.
This is the life of an outlaw. A life where you fight, explore, and infiltrate parts
This
of
is gonna end and be like, yeah, that's all we had to show. All we have is Star Wars.
Fuck you, man.
And if you're willing to take the risk and defy the odds, the galaxy is yours for the taking.
Man, if this fails after the Pandora Avatar game fails, they're like, we need to stop doing licensed games.
If this fails, if this outright fails, Ubisoft is shutting down.
I mean that too.
I see people with the cope in chat of they made the PC version of Watch Dogs look bad so that way consoles wouldn't look bad. And it's like, okay, that explained Far Cry 3? Like, explain Ubisoft's history of doing this exact thing.
I went and checked X Defiance Twitch numbers. It has gone down 90% in the month this game launched. Wow. Like this is already on its way to being another bomb.
Yeah, I mean, having played it just a little bit, I can tell why.
Yeah, and they sure waited long enough for Call of Duty to like wind up the knockout punch before releasing their Call of Duty competitor. If they had dropped this 2 years ago, they might have had a shot.
Shit, there's a chance if they released this last year.
Right.
They could have had a shot. That was the lowest point, possibly.
I gotta
How are they supposed to
emphasize,
compete with Adler doing 9/11?
the shooting doesn't feel anywhere near as good as Call of Duty, and it really needs to.
Oh, a Sea of Thieves, a Skull and Bones themed gun. Wow.
Yeah, Bob, I heard that from other people too. That it just doesn't feel good enough.
Yeah, like, I feel like it doesn't even feel as good as Rainbow Six, which is like, what are you doing? That's your own game that came out 8 years ago or something?
Yeah, I think that's right. Maybe longer.
Yeah.
Oh, a free eruption skin. Thank you.
Just reminding you it exists. Please, please.
A Ubisoft original. Because this is going to be your massive new IP you make shows and movies from, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, they're so washed. Maybe anything new.
Hello, everyone. Since our launch, it's been very exciting watching the community grow
Sure,
and have
that
fun
happened.
with the world we created.
Well, you can be excited as you watch numbers dwindle that weren't even high to begin with.
To work with you, our community, to bring an engaging and immersive naval experience. Season 2, Chorus of Havoc, has just begun and introduces a new narrative arc with brand new sea
There was the
lords
narrative arc in here?
kicking
In
back
there?
new? Armand and Bertrand are set to challenge you with their orchestral fleet and reward you with new loot if you are victorious. You will also get a brand new ship, the Brig.
Yeah, how many
It's
players are on
fast,
Skull and Bones right
maneuverable,
now on
and
PC?
perfect as a warship or smuggling
You
vessel.
can't tell because
This
it didn't
season
ship
will have
on
you face
Steam,
off
so
against
probably
vicious
nobody.
and hungry
Nope.
sea
Did it? I thought it just
think
required a
was-
login. Jesus.
I think it's trapped in the Epic
Special
dimension.
time-limited events, the
No way.
Summer
What?
Fiesta and Dragons Regatta boat races.
I'm pretty
will
sure
have you
that's what
competing
happened.
For additional
Suicidal,
rewards to customize
right?
Your ships and arsenal. We've also added community-requested features, including fleet management, allowing you to assign your ships to a POI.
Yep.
secure your
Tim
profits,
Sweeney bought Epic
expand
Games
your
exclusivity
empire,
on it probably
and
4
deliver
years
precious
ago.
Yeah,
Probably,
yeah. That
And
was
that
back
was
when those
like,
deals
you
were happening.
motherfuckers.
Game modes have been added, giving you more ways to acquire manufactories and defend them from rivals looking to cripple your empire.
You think how
Ship upgrades will elevate your favorite
No Man's
ships
Sky
to
probably
powerful
broke
new
every
levels,
single executive's
offering
brains because
further
now
diversity
something
in your play
it's something
style.
they put too much money
This
into
summer,
bombs.
the
They now
fresh
have to put
gameplay
even more money
experiences
into
will
it
continue
to
with
save
our
it.
upcoming Season 3, Into the Dragon's Wake. You will meet the mysterious Li Tianning,
See,
a
we don't-
renegade of the naval faction.
We don't
the
know that
Dragon's
yet with
Claw.
this game
This new sea lord
because
will create a big
this was a
impact on the
momentum
open
thing.
seas
This is
and
coming out
brings
so
new
fast. They
activities,
clearly planned
stories,
all of this in
and
advance.
rewards.
We'll find out if they're supporting this in 2 years.
New legendary sea monster like never
I feel like it'll fall out
Flying
before that, even like within next year. It'll be like,
I'm
oh,
just saying, you know it's a No Man's Sky situation if it's somehow still getting shit in 2 years.
Yeah, same with Suicide Squad.
The time they decapitate this is always going to be like right before the end of the fiscal year.
Also try it separately.
So I feel like this is safe until like February.
Finally,
and then they're like,
to all
fire
our
everybody
players.
working on that.
We will keep working hard to bring you original, amazing experiences as we continue to go on this journey with you.
Prince of Persia.
Wonder if they'll show off that story DLC for Lost Crown.
Hello everyone, I'm Gwen Béraud,
I
Brand
forgot.
Director for Prince of Persia. And today, I have 3 special treats for you.
DLC, new game, remake.
Since 1989, players have gone on epic adventures through legendary Persia. Embodying relentless
I wonder if people like
princes
switched to 3D,
capable of
but he did
defying
not.
gravity, running on walls, rewinding time to avoid
I'm
traps,
surprised they even bothered
and
to put the
defeating
2008
mythical
guy in there.
creatures.
Well, why wouldn't they? The other
Celebrate
game's going to be them
35th
remaking that.
anniversary of this iconic franchise.
No.
We wanted to give you
Oh, right, that roguelike, so they'll probably talk about that.
Mm-hmm. And the DLC for The Lost Crown. That alone is enough to fill this segment, but I honestly hope there's a third thing. Like that remake.
I
What's
think
the
it'll
new
be
one?
the remake.
And players. Today, Ubisoft Montpellier has a special treat for you all. Check it out.
Hello everyone. Thank you for all the love you shared about our game and the free updates released
Here's
over
the end
past
of it.
months. It's been thrilling to watch.
Wasn't that also the Sea of Thieves guy?
I don't think so.
Sorry, I said Sea of Thieves. God, Skull and Bones doesn't exist.
No.
It's like a fucking Lolly Lule Low situation. You can't say the name of it.
Now, have a look at our first title update, available for free, called Divine Trials. And next, a glimpse of a story DLC.
Kill yourself now.
Right? He seems thrilled about it.
Him having sticks is really funny. Oh, I should finish that game.
Same.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I gotta start Like a Dragon. And that'll take 8 years to play. Spooky.
Okay.
It's a mask of darkness.
Don't show Rayman, you fucks.
Maybe they'll have something later in the show for Rayman heads.
Yeah,
But
you
we are
damn
not
well
stopping
better.
there. Ubisoft has partnered
At
with the
least
indie
Microsoft
studio
doesn't
Evil
talk about
Empire
Banjo.
to bring their amazing independent spirit to the franchise. The Rogue Prince of Persia, which released just a few weeks ago, is a fast-paced action platforming roguelite. Throughout the early access phase, we'll be gathering valuable feedback from you all, while also delivering regular updates and additional content. Here's a taste.
Hi, we're recording this just before early access release, while everyone is in full debugging mode and completely freaking out. So by the time you see this, The Rogue Prince of Persia would have been out for 2 weeks already. And it's time to thank you, people from the future, for all your love and the billions of sales we've made now that the game is bug-free and has 100% positive reviews. Today, I can happily announce that our first update, the Temple of Fire, is about to release. Check it out.
Weren't people saying this had like 20 minutes of content?
No, it's 2 hours.
Okay.
But that is an absolutely tiny amount of content for a roguelike.
Right.
Oh, it's that specific. What wasn't that the Dead? It's supposed to be a Dead Cells guys?
Yeah.
Finally.
It's
I
we went
will
over
leave
that
you
they broke
with
into
a
hundreds of different
of
depths.
what we are
Oh yeah,
following.
they did.
Our
Jesus.
love
What a
letter
good shot of the stage
to one of
everyone
the
is
most
getting.
beloved
Yes.
games in the entire series. One that I'm sure you'll agree is truly timeless. Thank you.
Oh, cool, the 2008 game.
Fuck up. Stream it then if you want to talk about it so much.
I have the... Oh, wait, no. I'm thinking of the PS2 games. Bob, you still own it?
I think so, because I think by the time
Is
I
that
owned
on
it, trading it in was only going to be like $1. 2026.
Jesus Christ!
This industry, man! Holy fuck!
You don't even have anything to show.
I swear, this year's E3 is like cutting to an empty lot and going, anyways, this is where my successful business will be in 2 years.
Yeah. Thousands of hit songs from artists
Yeah, will
like
Ubisoft
Metallica,
even make
Tom
it?
Petty, Coldplay, and Linkin Park, with new songs added each month. Enjoy practice tools to hone your skills, like adaptive difficulty. And
Why
tab or
even mention
sequence
it?
review.
Right?
Whether you're a beginner
Yeah,
or
that's
expert,
insane.
anyone can
That's a
learn with
press
Wordsmith
release
Plus.
situation.
Plus, get real-time feedback with personalized AI recommendations.
They
to grow your skills
we
each
missed
day.
the news story in
And best
April
of
of them
all, new users
rebooting
can
it
download
again.
Rocksmith Plus free with access to a limited
Yeah,
number of songs,
I remember
lessons, and
that.
features.
I just...
Try for
You
free
don't
today.
do what you just did. This industry has gotten so rough. Oh, hey, Avatar. Are we showing something relevant to that, or? Okay.
No
We're-
way.
Streamers like it.
Okay,
No
relevant to
freaking
that,
way.
but not relevant to me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this looks so nice. Probably going to be saying that a lot.
Every cut they get is just someone saying that exactly.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Man, this game looks gorgeous. I just wish it was fun. It's like, for some reason, what they cut to 6 times.
Nice. Technically impressive.
Technologically impressive. Technically impressive is a very...
I know that's a much more loaded praise.
Slide and punch a guy. It's great.
You sounded so enthusiastic.
So,
Sleep.
tell me if you agree with this. It's not related to Avatar. You shouldn't be allowed to take pre-orders till you have a date.
Yes. So that was nothing. That was an ad.
Yeah.
You didn't announce a thing.
Is this the mobile game?
Has been won.
Oh no, it's Frontiers of Pandora, so the hashtag
Okay,
is Avatar
story
Frontiers.
pack. Okay.
We got DLC. I guess they sold this, so they have to keep working on this game.
Yep, that was the. I'm wondering how long until we see those deluxe editions with season passes go away, because like if our game fails, we don't want to be stuck in it another year.
Did chat, that horse thing's new, right? I haven't seen...
Did you
I
watch
haven't
Avatar 2?
No. I meant for the game.
Tried to break us.
Oh.
Yeah, because I haven't seen a single clip of someone riding a horse in that game
But we'll
before.
rise stronger.
But yeah, I feel like Ubisoft themselves have made that mistake of, oh man, we have to support this game for too long. Like with that, they've been doing that since the Rise of Phoenix or whatever.
Immortals Rise of Phoenix. Yeah, I was gonna say Starlink might be the best example of that, where it was just like they were like, this is gonna work for like 2 years. Feels like that they
We'll
showed
get
up at too many
$30 more
conferences.
out of them with a digital deluxe. Oh fuck, nobody bought it. We still have to make shit.
Not all of them can be brave like Microsoft and just outright cancel it.
Hi everyone.
And close down the studio. How brave.
I feel like if any company ever, any publisher smaller than Microsoft ever had to refund anything, they'd go out of business instantly.
Season 4.
Like that would somehow completely collapse a publisher.
It's all about car customization, and you will discover our latest playlist. Donk versus.
This came out, right?
Now,
Yes.
let's talk
Okay.
about the future. I'm thrilled to give you a
I was
first look at
frustrated
our
that I
festival
didn't have
program
time or
for
money
the
to
year
check it out
come.
for Game of the
In
Year.
2, Monofest will continue to grow with more season, cars, and playlists. We will
Jesus.
start with Season 5, and a huge
Dude,
surprise.
did that just say they have a roadmap into 2026 for this game? Did I misread that, chat?
I
did look.
Yes, a brand new Hawaiian
I have
island
free
will
trial
be
to play it
added
up
to
for
the game
$5.
at the launch
Oh,
of
just like
Season 5
stolen
for
boats.
free. Season 5 will also bring a sequel to a fan favorite playlist with Men in Japan, Volume 2. Year 2 will introduce a brand new gameplay experience. Chase and Takedown arrive at Motorfest. Let's have a look.
So, Bob, are we going to CCC eat 3 plates of pizza after this, or?
I'd rather not.
Okay.
We gotta eat at Big Ed's.
Yeah, Big Ed's Pizza Place.
What do you think of a 3 plates of pizza?
Oh my god.
Always on the lookout. And once our target is in sight, it's on.
With the zoom in and the voice, I was like, wait, is the dog talking?
Bob, I'd big think. You remember when Ubisoft showed that trailer with the talking dog? What? That didn't happen, Bob. Oh no. It's happening already.
Then he's got up and started booty dancing.
That's when Sam Fisher showed up and started booty dancing. Yeah, for some reason, Microsoft's showing, like, they're doing podcasts, as they're calling them, all week to show their gameplay and stuff for, like, Avowed.
Yeah, I guess Avowed has third-person gameplay.
Oh, that would have been nice to see.
Well, all those Bethesda games and I think even the Outer Worlds have a third-person mode. It just looks like shit.
Right.
Because you're not supposed to use it.
Joining Motorfest in November as premium PvE content. To find out more, tune in to our next The Crew Showcase in September. Thank you for watching and see you there.
By order of the Emperor, my fellow Romans, I bring forth tidings of hope across
Bob,
our
you're not expecting it,
glorious
but this is going to be a game based on that terrible cartoon made by Dan Harmon that was NFTs.
No!
For we stand on the threshold.
Dan, how is a cartoon NFTs? Google it.
Our streets shall be lined with abundance. Our fields shall yield bountiful harvests.
Yeah,
and
crap.
our coffers
Crapopolis?
shall
Oh my
overflow
god.
with wealth.
That's weird. Why is he in Florida?
An era of prosperity dawns upon us, heralded by the arrival of a new governor.
Do they have a sim game?
Like, you can take it from here.
Not that I know of. Maybe I just am not.
Oh, they do that?
Oh no. Oh right.
I
Okay.
forgot.
Yeah, I didn't realize they owned Ono.
Manu, I love that trailer.
That was awesome. Hi, my name is Manuel Reiner. I'm creative director.
And hi, I'm Hay Anderson, brand director. And it's with great pleasure and enthusiasm that we, on behalf of the Ubisoft Mind Studio, stand before you to give you a glimpse into the
Do you
extraordinary
think she
new
has to deal with
chapter
people going,
of Anno
"Hey, Anderson"?
117
Yeah,
Pax
way
Romana,
too much, I'm sure.
a
Okay.
fan favorite setting
Cool.
that's been highly awaited. Now, we'll be releasing in 2025 on both PC and console. But today, we embark on an unparalleled journey. Just imagine, it's the year 117, time of the Pax Romana.
Yes, and united by conquers, the Empire found
If
its way
Edgar
to
were here,
peace and
he'd be
become a
very
cultural
excited and let us
melting
know
pot.
what that would be like.
Anno 117 Pax Romana will deliver Roman gaming experience unlike anything you have ever played. And for the first time in Anno, you will be able to choose your starting province. Either the mysterious Celtic wetlands of Albion, where no civilized Roman wants to be, or the traditional Roman heartlands, Latium, close to the hungry heart of Empire.
Manu, I'm so excited for this game.
Same for me.
And there are so many more exciting features and details that we'll reveal in time. So stay tuned for next year as Anno 117 Pax Romana will be releasing on both PC and console. But it's with great passion and excitement that we bring this 25-year-old timeless game here to the main stage at Ubisoft Forward. And to our core, loyal fans, a massive thank you. Because without you,
You gotta show the
none of
game,
this
though, right?
would be possible.
Thank you, everyone.
I mean, it's out next year. You can show something.
No, it's like a strategy thing, so that would de-hype the brain dead audience, they assume.
Wow, still.
Yeah.
Wow.
Forever. Well, I mean, right now they feel threatened by multiverses, I'm sure.
Yeah, they're really on their back foot.
Yeah. I'm worried that we're ending the show because this is real everything.
No, I think they just like doing sizzle reels a lot because they keep doing the influencer ones where it's like they love our games. There's no way this is the end. This might get the worst score of any conference if this just ends here.
They said it was an hour, so there should be 20 minutes still.
Right.
Okay.
They also didn't show Assassin's Creed Shadows, and there's no way they don't show that.
Right.
But I mean, 20 minutes, that might be all they have left.
And that would be depressing, but it would be better than ending
That's
now.
entirely possible if they go into like, here's a 10-minute gameplay segment.
Mm-hmm.
I bet they'll at least show like a piece of CG art of Hex.
Of what?
Or they'll go in of Hex, Assassin's Creed Hex.
Oh, okay. Hex. I completely forgot.
And we can get hard confirmation about how Assassin's Creed is not just whatever the fuck they say it is.
You know, the one thing I've wanted from Assassin's Creed since 1 has been modern day Assassin's Creed. I thought that's what the whole point of that series was going to be.
Yeah, and then they I forget which game they wrote it in, but it's like, yeah, the Animus can't do cars. Something about cars breaks it, so there will never be an Assassin's Creed game late enough to have cars. Yeah, here's Shadow. Okay, I was like, is this gameplay footage or is this them doing an orchestra thing?
Right?
God, remember that year Sony wanted to move people to different venues multiple times during their show and aborted it in the middle because that was such a terrible idea? Then they just never showed up at E3 again.
Yeah, that's so depressing that's what broke them. It's like, yeah, that was obviously never going to work. Was this Jim Ryan's idea?
I think that was their 2019 because a big part of it was Ghost and Last of Us 2. So maybe.
Yeah. And it's so sad because like a couple of years before that, they did stuff like this where it's just a cool performance on stage and then show the game, and that worked really well. Those are all really hype announcements. I think that was Monster Hunter World, God of War, and Horizon all had something like that and was really hype. Because that was back when Horizon was cool and new.
Oh my god, we're doing music?
Yeah.
I rushed. Why did I rush?
I don't know.
Okay. Maybe it's really good. I'll never know. In fact, that was perfect timing.
It was fine.
It's okay.
Who are you? We are the Shadows.
That serve the light.
The ocean's filled with new ships, but they all come from the same river. Greed. Power. Vengeance. We must learn to trust.
And follow the blade.
Together.
Hello everyone, I'm Charles Benoit, Game Director on Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'm very proud to be here today to present our dream project, a game that we have wanted to make for a very long time. Yes, we're finally going to feudal Japan at the end of Sengoku era. It was a period of war where clans were fighting for power, a turning point in history culminating in the unification of Japan. A period shaped by political intrigue, secret leagues, and battles fought in the shadows. And a time where the greatest warrior became heroes and inspired the most amazing and well-known epic fantasies, the samurai and the shinobi. Two perfect archetypes for our duo protagonist. You'll embody the deadliest trained assassin in history, the shinobi, with Naoe, a young woman from the mountains of Higa province, who was forced by war to learn the arts of deception. You'll also experience Japan.
That guy watching the conference later. Why the fuck did they cut to me?
We know you're deceiving us.
I don't even fucking care about this game.
Who becomes a samurai under Oda Nobunaga, the most powerful daimyo at that time. Two protagonists with unique personal stories and views of the world. Once allied, player can bounce freely between both characters. Play either as Yasuke, a strong combat-focused samurai, or as Naoe, the agile and stealthy shinobi. And as you progress in your adventure, you'll feel the time passing like never before.
I realized what would be funny is if those, you know, grifter Twitter accounts that have to have outrage, clickbait, bullshit takes nonstop started live streaming these fucking things, and they just were scrambling the whole time to be angry for an hour straight. During fucking Crew Motorfest, they're just like, the cars are woke.
Blend in the environment to lurk or escape your opponents. You can also use your surroundings to your favor. At night, extinguish lanterns and destroy brazier to vanish.
Sorry, you're doing a big in-person event. You have to do a live demo with you playing.
And you staring straight at the ceiling.
No. But today, I'm really excited to share an extended look at
people may not remember, Ubisoft is the reason those stopped.
Where Naoe and Yasuke are hunting
People probably don't remember the history at all. Ubisoft eating shit twice in the same year on stage with their live demo at Sony's showcase is why that shit stopped.
And the deadly skills of Naoe. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy.
Now, chat, I'm not here to like say the man said Yasuke funny, but I will say the first time he said it, I thought he called him Yas King. Like the Yas Queen.
I've actually been really enjoying the French accent in all these Japanese words.
he's from the blank province, and I'm like, I have no prayer.
Fukuyama. At last.
We're so lucky a Ghost of Tsushima didn't also land on this.
They are.
Because, you know, Rise of the Ronin had no money.
No. Like, this is obviously at least 5 times more expensive.
Land on this.
They won't announce Ghost of Tsushima with 3 months heads up.
They'd be insane.
You don't know that. If they're waiting to show the PS5 Pro to announce it, they could absolutely do that.
That would be the most deranged Sony has been so far.
Like, I'm specifically doing this to shoot you in the head, Ubisoft.
This is me at my absolute cruelest. Put some
we need to kill
Ubisoft
Ubisoft so we can buy them when they go out of business.
Oh, that would be
Microsoft
fucking
now.
That would be fucking unreal for Sony to be like, we bought Ubisoft. Hooray. We own all these IPs. And it's like, you already own a lot of IPs.
Oh, are they dog messengers like you can have in Rise of the Ronin?
No, we're just going to pet them.
Well, you are a friendly beast, are you not?
Go to ancient Japan and enjoy all of your favorite Japanese memes. Like, what is this presenter saying?
Hurry, sir. Please. Right behind you, little one.
Go to the local tavern and talk to your fellow Japanese men about your favorite hentai featuring that one woman and the tentacle monster. When did they make this game?
Ah, a
one that does not hail from these lands.
I am a stranger, yes. But you have nothing to fear from me.
Ha! I have enough to fear from the men of Kochiyama. They abuse their power.
They should do the Metal Gear Solid 3. Your Japanese is extraordinary. Who taught you?
Yes. Now, along the main road. A stranger might make good merit leading a
Or do
village
the
of
reverse and have him be like, your English is exceptional.
Then I shall see it done. For this life, if not the next.
They should be way more comfortable drawing attention to that.
Yeah, no, I love shit like that. I really do. That was one of my favorite moments in Metal Gear Solid 3 because it stun locked me. I went, what the fuck do you mean you're Russians? There's some, what?
Man, if only we got new reads of that for the new game, that would have been great.
They're going to have to say it with really high fidelity models, which will just make it even weirder.
More corruption.
I'm sure it's a Ubisoft game.
Yeah.
You have to walk down a tiny alleyway and it's full of a bunch of people who look kind of hideous and like don't have anything they're doing other than kind of being in the way.
But it's impressive how many there are.
Not really. That one Assassin's Creed's still the peak.
I know, that was insane. I'm surprised they haven't done like a Unity 2 at any point.
I told you, keep walking.
His weapon whips ass.
Yeah, I'm
so
gonna be real.
dope.
I would not be throwing it down with the 7-foot tall guy who has a fucking cannon bow.
Yeah, no, that's like
How
you
he
literally
survived
found
even one hit to the head is beyond reason. Wonder what those abilities are.
Yeah.
Top one looks like a jumping strike. Go up, sweet. Oh my god. This might be the most viscerally goreful, like gory fucking Assassin's Creed just because it's like, no, I'm gonna beat you to death.
In some of those other ones, you did get the hammer weapon, which this is pretty similar to, but yeah, it's way bigger.
And covering in blood is just like...
Okay, there's
the jump move. With instant cooldown for E3 mode.
It's just...
They were going to kill me. Thank you. There's another. Up the road toward the castle. A corrupt samurai named Fujioka.
Protector turned persecutor. Greed cannot rule this village. Not while I have breath in my lungs and a blade in my hand.
I said kill him.
Are you sure he was gonna try?
Yes, definitely.
You will have to spill it first.
So, you ready to make the most based video game ever that is this level of, like, corruption must die, but it's set in America? And it's modern day?
Who do you think you are?
The car dealer uses his belt to impress, and you just beat some like 53-year-old man wearing like AliExpress shades driving a Ford F-250 to death with bats.
Yeah, no, I want a game about killing senators.
Yeah, no, it's like you start at shitty small town mayor.
Right? Oh, man. People should be brave enough to do it.
I was going to handle that.
Too slow. What did you find?
The samurai has been stealing from the villagers. He has been starving the people here for some time.
So now we know who he worked for.
A daimyo in Fukuyama Castle.
We should go.
Not before we send our allies to look for him. He'll be difficult to find.
He was surprisingly easy to find.
Right?
Daimyo. He's there.
Who will take the lead?
We can sneak in.
Or charge through the front gate.
They both zoned out.
It's almost up. No one will see me coming.
They're like, which one of us is gonna do this?
But be careful.
And they both just look at the camera like tense,
Don't
like, oh
worry.
god, not me.
I won't be alone. It'll be me and the shadows.
And the sick bird. And my pet tiger.
In the shadows.
You know, I don't even know if the Animus is going to be in this one.
If we're not going to do the modern day storyline proper, fuck the Animus.
Yeah, right?
Just get rid of it.
When you
God.
can slice off the head.
Yeah, I'm honestly waiting for them to just do that. Because they've already, like, in one of them are like, well, no, now every single thing about the Animus is different, so we don't have to have a story in modern day at all. So just stop pretending.
Yeah, like, there's no point. That just... If you aren't building towards doing the modern day Assassin's Creed where you go kill the senators, then why?
Real quick, this mission obviously is very stealth coded.
Yeah.
I could have chosen Yasuke or whatever.
Yeah, he just, like you said, he just charge in the front gate and kill them all.
That's hilarious because
okay, so
they're like, okay, we designed the level to be stealth, but I guess you can just beat everyone to death every level the entire game.
I feel like one of us should do an only assassin playthrough and the other person only Yasuke.
So the flop swap is 2 copies of this game, and we switch between PS5s. I'm playing the brutalizing version. It's really good, yeah.
Yeah, no, I would.
And then you take both copies back to GameStop after.
You said I was guaranteed to love it, sir. I just...
You haven't said that in years.
You said you were an Assassin's Creed fan. It was to turn a phrase. I'm like, no, it isn't. It's a GameStop policy.
That's neat that she actually was able to run up the wall a little bit before doing the throwing the grapple hook. I wonder if
I will never see is Yasuke.
Right. I was like, I wonder if that's something you can do anywhere, or if it's a context sensitive thing.
I think wasn't that a thing in either 2 or Brotherhood where it's like I can scramble up a wall, but I can't quite reach this thing. I have to progress 70% of the way through the game to get a hook.
Yes, that was something introduced super late in 2.
Assassin's Creed games are real interesting cryptids.
Huh.
You gonna close that door? You gonna close that door?
Yeah. They'll never find her.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm astonished this seems like actually decent stealth gameplay.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
In level design.
Right?
Once again, something I will not appreciate is Yasuke.
I need to hide.
She stealths on the rooftops. No one can detect her. He gets on the rooftops. Everyone can hear him.
Yeah.
I really like the idea of, like, obviously Yasuke could fight that guy and it would maybe work out, but for her, it's just like, he's really armored. Fuck that. I'm leaving.
I don't understand. You're supposed to be the corrupt merchant.
From Tenchu?
Yeah, the one that's a part of every Tenchu game.
Just sitting in this fucking chair, being fat and lecherous.
Yes.
Fujioka must have been the samurai Yasuke took out. Good riddance.
The longest stream series of our lives is the flop swap of this with the 2
A
characters.
daimyo like that deserves a slower death than the one I'm about to give him.
Let me just crawl into the ocean.
They see you and they're like, what the fuck is that lady doing? Like, why is she crawling into... Get out of my pond! That's cool. I'm really glad this game is really getting back to what I loved about Ubisoft. Red Steel 1. I am a really cool Japanese dude. Well, I mean, you're not Scott-san. At least I don't think you are. We all keep calling you Gaijin. It would be weird if you were Japanese and we were still calling you that instead of something else.
Assassin's Creed Shadows dev deep dive coming up post show. What is this then? This is huge.
Well, it's a dev deep dive, so it's going to cut to devs talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the water shit from the pre-show.
Yeah, that was 20 minutes of Assassin's Creed. They have nothing else.
Maybe they'll be like, and one more thing, concept art from PAX.
And yeah, they did not mention that weird infinite thing either.
That must be dead. That must be completely dead. They thought common sense won the day.
It's weird. That game looks excellent.
Yeah. What the heck? We just bring all the devs out on stage.
Man, they didn't. I'm glad that there was no stat window in that. Maybe they also learned to not have any of that shit.
Right.
Not have any of what?
Stats. Like they ripped out the RPG shit.
Oh, I was thinking at the conference. I was like,
and I think I heard that Valhalla downplayed it a lot, but I don't think it completely got rid of it.
Right. I remember the thing with Valhalla is they said they would get rid of it and they didn't. Not quite.
I thought the thing with Valhalla was them being like, don't worry, it's not an insanely long game. We did a really good job of tailoring custom-made content that's going to be really good and lean to go through. And then it was the longest one ever.
Yeah, they also
I think
did
that also happened.
Lots of things happen with Valhalla.
Turns out you need RPG mechanics in order to sell them having a decent experience curve. Which was the thing?
Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure.
It's our favorite segment that we were excited for, Bob.
Yes. None of my children want to inherit this company, so we will be shutting down in 5 years.
Thank you to all Ubisoft teams around the world. Their talent, creativity, hard work is what makes all of us and all this possible. So,
all this. 2 really insanely huge games coming up and continued support for the games that are already out.
thank you.
So many
passion
games.
Is our driving force. And we
I need
can't
to
wait
make-
for you
Like
to get your
Ubisoft
hands
hasn't
on
had
the
enough shit to
amazing
warrant
games
one
you
of
have
these in
seen
a
today.
while,
Right.
and this just continues the trend.
Yeah.
So thank
Like
you for
they
watching.
showed, like what? They showed Star Wars. They showed updates to Prince of Persia things, and they showed Assassin's Creed, and I guess they touched on their service games.
I need to know if that was an announcement of a Quest 3 Just Dance game, because I think that actually was the announcement.
Right,
I
I
do
think
not know
so.
of that existing before this conference. So technically,
Wasn't it in the pre-show?
It was in the pre-show.
it was technically in the pre-show, but we need to count that because
Stay tuned for the Ubisoft Forward Post Show for deeper looks at Assassin's Creed Shadows, Star Wars Outlaws, and The Division 2. Presented by Intel, the main PC partner for Assassin's Creed Shadows.
the company where GPU shader compilation is killing their CPUs right now. That one, that's the one that it's ideal for. Yeah. Did you hear about that?
No.
That's the thing. On the latest generation of Intel, apparently running it that hot for that long, maxing it out, is killing the CPUs.
Oh my god.
No matter how good your cooling is.
That's
On
insane.
what?
On the latest Intel CPUs, shader compilation is literally killing the CPUs.
Following that path. It can be secrets. It can
Anyway,
be targets,
let me go ahead and get it ready for chat to review.
We wanted to showcase one of the many castle towns that the game will have. In Assassin's Creed Shadows, you'll be exploring a dynamic and ever-changing open world, all of which is affected by dynamic seasons.
Do you think
and
the drops being on our stream makes this look even more legitimate, or do you think like people
wildlife is now more
people
than
just
ever
assume
part
we're
of the
being
game.
invaded by Ubisoft tools?
Assassin's Creed
I think it makes us look more legitimate.
wildlife will evolve and change
Dan,
colors
I have
for
bad
seasons,
news.
and the
Yeah.
player will even see
They announced that
scorpions
Just
mostly in
Dance
the
came
springtime.
before this thing.
How long before?
The goal is to have a more
It looks like December of last year.
Oh my god.
Is there a release date?
I don't know, but apparently, I think that apparently they revealed it on TikTok.
You're about to see Yasuke in action. In that sequence, Yasuke
October
is going
15th.
to find one
I
of
feel
his
like there's a gross misunderstanding of what the average age of a VR enthusiast is. I feel like
I don't know. Not for the Meta Quest. I don't know because my nephew has a Quest 2 and is always on that thing.
I mean, VR fucking whips. Well, actually, now that I think about it, every VR influencer I know of is in their 20s.
Okay.
Wait, I'm disappearing. No! Okay, the vote's now. Is the vote's up now? You can grade the conference.
Weapon, slow but very impactful. It's the best weapon to break enemies' armor. It's also a good tactic to remove armor first because it.
Chat, I was looking at those VR treadmills. I don't think I brought this up on a stream yet. I was looking at those VR treadmills.
The armor, and once it's broken, it's a lot.
And apparently, the personal VR treadmill thing isn't actually a treadmill. It's a lubed-up plastic/rubber disc, and you have a back mount that fully rotates around the damn thing, and the shoes are lubed up as well, but also have like optical mice sensors in it. That's how they're doing it nowadays. And you look like it looks fucking stupid as hell.
Yeah, no, it's just not. But yeah, you're just being suspended above this. It's kind of hilarious.
And like running in place.
Right.
And like the funniest part isn't even any of that, Bob. It's the part where when they transit into the VR chat, because of your posture, you're leaning forward like you're doing a Naruto run, but then you're barely moving.
Good.
And you're choppy.
The players always have two weapons at the
That shit costs $1,000 for the seatless model.
You can see here Yasuke has
possibly more.
The classic katana.
Hey Bob, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the Ubisoft showcase?
They basically showed nothing new, but I liked what they showed of the two games they showed. And so it's a really mixed feeling. Like this part for Assassin's Creed, it was probably too long, but everything in it looked good. That Star Wars game looks insane. But yeah, there wasn't anything new here.
Yeah, did they announce that Anno?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that was an announcement.
That was an announcement.
Okay.
Yeah,
the fucking Prince of Persia 2026 thing was so fucking. Fuck you! Don't even fucking talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear game will exist in 2 years. We have nothing to show. I never want to hear that.
But once
yeah, you couldn't even do anything to imply what your new goals are.
It 5 years ago.
Right. I don't want to hear that from who knows what dev studio.
Right.
Right. Like which of the million arms of Ubisoft is making this thing, and you have no unique idea. It's just a fucking remake.
Yeah, no, if you came out and at least said it was a new game or gave us any idea what you wanted to do with the remake, maybe that would have been good. But they gave us nothing.
Yeah, like if we knew where it is going, we know it's taken a long time, it's going to be bigger or it's going to be the same and we really want it to be right, but like, you gave us nothing.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have both characters in the cutscene where you
So,
can pick the one.
I'm going to have to give it a D+.
At the end, you
because
can
of that.
pick the
If it didn't even have that, this would probably be a C, because I like the two games they showed.
Or Yasuke being a bit more focused on fight.
Chris.
Don't worry, I won't be alone. Me and the shadows.
I'm gonna give it a C minus. It would be it'd be a flat C if not for the Prince of Persia shit. Like I'd rather would you not talk about it.
Or rather in fight oriented.
Like that's just embarrassing.
In the following sequence, you can see what's new in terms of parkour and
Star Wars Outlaws looks good.
Grappling hook. It's fully physics based, so your speed and
Assassin's Creed Shadow also looks good, but I won't buy that one because it's Assassin's Creed game. You're not going to trick me.
It's okay. You'll get to see plenty of that game from me and Bob, apparently.
God, stop doing these, Ubisoft. You don't make enough games anymore. Like, I'm sorry. This isn't 7th gen where you're putting out like 6 or 7 a year.
Yeah, it seems crazy. There are even rumors of them working on more stuff like Splinter Cell. And
I think they announced Splinter Cell. I think they announced that remake at some point, like offhandedly, like, yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, and then we know they have that remaster of Beyond Good and Evil they're sitting on. Like, it's just bizarre that they did this.
Maybe they're sitting on it for the Switch too, after Nintendo directly told them they should sit on things until the Switch 2.
Maybe
because that happened when Mario Rabbids bombed. Like, Nintendo didn't intervene. Like, yeah, we fucking told them.
You'll feel like a shinobi with all the new animation we added to make her a lot more.
Is this Assassin's Creed cross-gen still?
I don't know if this one is.
I would be I worry for it if it's not. Just because I feel like they expect so many sales after Valhalla sold like 25 million.
Interesting thing, that Horizon Lego game isn't on PS4.
No.
Yeah, but it's on the Switch.
It's on the Switch, yeah. It's
okay, it is not cross-gen. Ooh, that's scary.
I saw theories going around that Sony wants people to switch to the PS5 at all costs. So no, we will not put it on PS4 anymore.
It's really weird to do that and the strategy of maybe bringing your games to more
lower
platforms.
the price.
Yeah, that's all you have to fucking do.
The price.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm giving this a flat C as well. I honestly would be more positive if the Prince of Persia thing didn't happen.
Right?
Like you saw with the Kusarigama, the Katana also have special assassination. You can stab people.
Yeah, I think the Assassin's Creed showcase really neat. I think the Star Wars showcase really neat. I think the fact they're putting more story into Avatar is cool because they clearly spent a lot of money on that game, and I imagine if you like that game, you would be excited to have a horse. But of course, no one likes that game because no one played that game, but maybe that game's great. I wonder, since it has this roadmap, if it will get a PS5 Pro update. Because if Pretty Game, the game, doesn't get a next-gen, like a mid-gen update, that'll be weird. That Star Wars game looks absolutely fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's so hard for me to be enthusiastic about pretty game that's set in Pandora. It's like, yeah, but you also have really pretty games set in ancient Japan and really pretty games set in Star Wars, and these are much more interesting universes.
The universe of Japan? I love the Japan cinematic universe.
With that, you can stay then underwater and wait for the perfect opportunity to assassinate.
I don't know.
If you're
For me, the visuals of Avatar is really cool. You know, there's the mech design, there's the trees, there's the everything else. I love looking at a high fidelity version of that, of course. Like, that's the thing that carried the entire original film. And part of me goes, yeah, I'll get the PS5 Pro, and it'll get a mid-gen update, and then I'll watch the second movie, and Chris and I will do a spoiler cast and review.
And Chris will be like, I can't remember that movie. I watched it 2 years ago.
I could watch that movie again right now, and I wouldn't be able to. Actually, I remember a surprising amount of that movie.
See, that's
thinking about it.
That's the shocking thing, Bob. You couldn't pay me to watch Furiosa again.
I just can't remember any character's name in it other than Spider and Jake Sully.
Jake Sully.
But my brain can't metabolize any of the Navi names.
Yeah, that's fair.
Thanks for
watching.
watching.
I don't know.
We hope that you've enjoyed this presentation.
I thought this was a pretty nice showcase. I really don't like getting shot in the gut for talking shit about the Just Dance game.
Right.
I don't like I don't care about the Anno games, and I really don't care about, I really didn't like the Prince of Persia thing. But overall, I think it was a decently structured, executed. Oh,
hey, good cool statue. Oh my god,
yeah.
Yosuke just looks like he's disassociating. Just like, oh man, what's happening right
Meanwhile,
now?
she has the expression of someone watching a customer that's clearly gonna knock over a display. Exclusive steelbook that you can get at Best Buy 2 years from now for free.
Yeah, I was like, exclusive to who?
Man, I think this is the worst E3 since 2020.
This is a really rough E3.
This is arguably a worse one than 2020 because 2020. Oh, right. The PlayStation Showcase happened in July. They separated it enough where it was like, no.
The problem with 2020 is that it lasted 3 fucking months.
Yeah.
That was the year where every week No, it was 2020 because we were like, we were infuriated because there were so many shows, but nobody really had anything because these consoles weren't officially like talked about yet.
Details you may have missed.
So we were just sitting there.
The consoles were known quantities by that point. The Xbox had already had 2 showcases in May and June. PlayStation 5 announced in March, and of course, Xbox already announced in March and stuff. The Series S, for some reason, stealth until September,
and we didn't have a price for the PS5 until like September.
Yeah, that was frustrating. That was terrible.
That's why that was the year where we just stopped because they had a show every fucking week and didn't have anything. It felt like.
Yeah, like even the Xbox shows had literally nothing.
Oh yeah, both of those shows were terrible, but the second one did have stuff. It was just terrible, like Halo Infinite. That was the fucking showing with, what did Greg? Is that what the brute's name was?
Oh God, Craig. Yeah.
That was embarrassing. I'm glad that the Immortal Thor gave me a page to just post about it, shit like that forever from now on.
The Immortal Thor?
The Immortal Thor. It's a comic that's currently running. A very recent issue had from the Clone Wars. The story is that a villain buys the rights to Thor because Marvel has a weird copy, like it's meta textual because Marvel has a weird copyright. And it's like, I'm going to change Thor by writing a dickhead shitty version of Thor in this comic that will supplant the real Thor. So he's like a really stupid Republican who does Marvel quips and drives a truck.
Okay.
But the villain gives a speech about how
Akiva is an outer rim
the best thing a corporation can do is make fun of itself, because that basically lets them take over your mind.
But like with many other remote worlds, they carry out occasional audits.
Here, I'll just post it in the
Imperial
Discord so you can look at it.
This is Kay Bess on board the Trailblazer. I'm coming to help.
Akiva is orbited by an asteroid field made up of the remains of a comet called Kinro. Legend has it that several Jedi banded together and used the Force to tear it apart. But most people think that's just a myth.
This is pretty good.
Traveling in the Outer Rim is dangerous, and spacers, smugglers, and syndicate freighters are all at risk.
But yeah, I think that the only thing that could save this E3 is Nintendo.
Oh, it's dead. We're already done.
I know.
If a mark looks valuable.
I know.
It feels like if
Nintendo shows up this week, they get counted.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the fucking yacht club thing's Friday, and that's the cutoff for sure.
They're gonna show up next week. It'd be like, yeah,
that's
want to be associated.
That's pretty Nintendo, yeah.
Across the Outer Rim, making their freighters hot targets for pirates.
Yeah, I don't.
Syndicates. Due to Kay
I have to agree that this is the worst summer game event set in years. It's really surprising. I was actually really optimistic for this year. I didn't expect barely any big announcements.
Yeah, no, there's basically nothing at this whole set of events, which is crazy.
Like, real quick, pause for a moment. This isn't a joke. This isn't a bit. Name a new game that was big and important that was announced that you're excited for, or just even name one.
Yeah, the one that exists.
This planet is large with more than one zone for you to discover. It's been a privilege to recreate iconic locations, such as
what did I guess the stuff from Xbox, which were basically all lies, like Gears of War.
Yeah, Dan included the qualifier exists. So
yeah, I feel like
give any of those.
Like Doom.
Yeah, Doom is real,
and to a lesser extent, Astrobot, because
it's not big, but
it's not as much money, but it is still like we wouldn't be sitting here splitting hairs if Nintendo came out here with like a slightly lower cost game from them,
right?
You know,
like if they announced like a slightly lower tier looking 3D Donkey Kong game, we wouldn't be saying that's not big,
right?
That's not a major game.
But I think that's it, because things like Expedition 33, it's not propped up by a big company. Like PlayOn has money though, and it looks expensive as fuck,
right? But it's not like.
Imperial shuttle.
There's just depth of power difference between that and like a Microsoft game or something.
Sometimes that might add.
There's a what?
There's a power difference between that and like a Microsoft or Sony game.
For a scoundrel.
Or obviously Nintendo.
Yeah.
Offering trade deals for
that game looked good though. Expedition 33.
Sandcrawlers were originally
What a terrible name. Every time I hear it, I was like, that can't be the name of that game. That doesn't make any sense.
I just don't like the word expedition, even though it's like that is what it is. This is their 33rd time, and they're going to try to kill the person who sings the song that ends the world, which is fucking awesome idea.
And smaller insects, while keeping cool by hiding in the sand. Some moisture farmers use the lizards as an indication of the field.
South of Midnight.
That wasn't new though.
I'm just making sure that's the name.
Yeah, that's the name.
That looked good, and we got to see gameplay for the first time. Do we even have a year?
I think that one was next year.
Depending on your reputation level, you can walk right in.
Oh yeah, that's true. Dragon Age was shown off. We got to see Dragon Age finally, and it comes out in a few months.
Yeah, but also that's not a brand new game either, or a new announcement, because that game's been known for what, 5 years, 6 years?
God, that's true. So yeah, it's just
like for new game
it's
announcements.
just Astrobot and Doom.
Yeah, like
because Dragon Age was announced, and it's been at countless events.
I'm trying to remember what was Jeff's show under. I guess that he got to announce the Horizon Lego game. That's a brand new game. Wasn't announced before. But didn't he? He didn't have a one more thing at the end, so he didn't have any other anything else.
Let's go one tier beneath this big important game that wasn't completely new.
Okay.
So that would include Dragon Age.
Yeah, that would include
That would
Dragon
include
Age.
Perfect Dark. If you're interested. That would also
that's
include
real and not a vertical slice that's fake.
If you're interested in Fable, that's also on the table.
If that's real.
Bob, that's coming out next year. Of course it's real, baby.
I don't. Did they even give a year? Did they even say?
Yeah,
Slitterhead. Slitterhead became super real.
Right, and frankly,
And
we should.
They got that as a date.
I feel like we should count that as that first tier, frankly, because they didn't show anything at all about that game. They just announced it was Slitterhead.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be the first tier, because the first tier is actually a new game announcement.
Man, we sure don't get that anymore.
No, and that's the part that makes this insane.
Widely used by syndicates as cheap and expendable firepower.
Yeah, Summer Game
They are
Fest
very dangerous, but K can use
didn't have
Blaster's
shit.
ion module to disrupt them, as we see here.
We got Dynasty Warriors. That was a new game announcement.
That's true.
Oh yeah, we had Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, what else?
Man, that means 2 of the 3 we have so far in that first tier are at that Sony show that we weren't even that hot on.
Right, that wasn't even this week.
Should we call Expedition 33 a big game?
The Hut Cartel Beast.
It looks very fancy.
It's interesting because I feel like, like Bob was saying, it doesn't feel like it has a huge push in importance.
But if we're just looking, like, I feel like there's so few brand new games announced, we should throw it in.
And also, it's clearly a high budget thing. That thing looks expensive as hell. Like, that is a big game.
Try and take them out before fleeing.
So let's count it. We're counting it. So
They announced a new Life is Strange featuring the original protagonist. That's important, right? That isn't desperate and embarrassing.
No, that's a bad indie game. I'm sorry.
Not even made by the same fucking developers as the game that fucking she was originally from.
And also worth noting, not indie.
We see some band
It's a Square Enix game. That's like you called Harvestella indie.
Yeah.
No,
it's
leather and transport.
They're going for the indie.
Wu Chang, Fallen Feathers.
What?
Yeah, that was shown off the Xbox show.
That was the girl samurai. She has like the possessed arm and is fighting yokai.
Tatooine is known
dragon.
Outlaws preying on these farmers.
Does that have a date?
Which is why we see a
that's next year. It doesn't have a date beyond next year.
Eagle-eyed viewers.
As long as it's not a Microsoft first-party game, I accept a year. Like, Microsoft has lost that benefit.
Right.
Sheriff Quint is a Weequay and former pirate who had a lot
Yeah,
of
I keep
success
getting
with
gaslit by Chris and Bob. They announced Fable for next year. I know that's inconceivable given what they showed.
Right.
And literally everyone upon hearing it's like, that's going to slip.
So Kay can agree to help her out, and in exchange, Quint will help Kay develop her skills.
Even Polygon says might come out next year for Fable. Like, even they don't believe.
They announced it though.
Yeah.
So I'm still going to go. They announced Fable for next year.
Stalker 2 is super real because that's September.
Massive Entertainment.
Yes, but that wouldn't be new.
No, that's
but that is that second tier of like, this game's important.
Right, and we actually got to see that it is real.
Yeah.
Here we get another
Really,
glimpse
that
of the
second
lush,
tier is
dense
all of
jungle
what this week was, it felt like. We got maybe
realized visually for the
what
first
we
time.
just included
Kiba has a
Expedition
very
33.
and that's
So
something
what,
we
that's
were
like
excited to
4
explore with
of that first tier, that exciting new games?
People are, I guess Civ 7 would be new, so even though we didn't see
Civ 7
any sort of game.
Right, I forgot because I guess it leaked.
Yeah, it leaked like the day before.
We see a range of alien species being
I think
brought
it leaked
together
before that, to be honest.
Maybe.
But
Zabrak.
But everything leaks these days.
right, I forgot because of that, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying it doesn't count because it leaked. I'm saying my brain didn't even register that was a new announcement because.
Again, it's really hard to latch onto a new announcement when you made a CG trailer. It doesn't even pretend to show
especially
gameplay.
nowadays, every single company's burning down. Everything's burning down.
These are
I can't trust
native to Tushara.
anything.
They have a habit of stealing
I mean, you
anything
should
they can get their
especially
hands on,
shouldn't trust
hoarding
CG
diamonds
trailers
and
after the
emeralds.
absolute rampant abuse
Tusharans use
Microsoft has
windfishing
given that
nets to
genre.
capture them. In addition
Yeah, but
to
I
case
can't take the
blasters,
benefit away
you
from
learn to use some
everybody
other
because of
weapons, which
Microsoft.
need some additional firepower.
But we're
Such as
starting
this
to get
Imperial
there
C6
with games just vanishing and then being canceled.
I mean, we just had the Prince of Persia thing where it's like 2026 and it shows
I didn't even know there
nothing.
was ever a trailer for that.
I mean, today, the thing that said
That's not a
2026.
trailer.
Rancors are extremely dangerous.
I mean, it was.
It's
It's one of those
the
CG logo.
teaser.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
that.
I don't-
Yeah,
that's
that
the same
doesn't-
thing.
Some of the things that you may have missed.
But it's
That's
not-
less than nothing.
The team is hard at work crafting this.
Like I don't know. I think that's different than a CG. I think there's like 3 tiers of thing. There's that, which is nothing.
And her companion Nick.
The CG trailer of this is so early we don't know what the game is yet. Like the very first Fable trailer and that Gears of War trailer. And then there's the 3rd tier where they're implying gameplay. Like Mortal Kombat ones usually are. Where they usually have some kind of actual game mechanic that's going to be in it in the trailer.
Mhm. Also, there are obviously trailers that are just gameplay. That would be another tier.
Well, yeah, but I'm just talking about CG trailers.
Okay.
Playability, various PvP improvements, a major gear balancing pass, as well as almost 2,000
Yeah, this week though.
These
Yeah,
major changes
that's
lay the
bad.
foundation for
It's real
exciting
bad.
updates coming with year 6 and even more thrilling developments ahead. We are just
I
getting
just
started.
wish they didn't talk about that Prince of Persia thing.
Yeah, that would have helped it.
It would have been so much better to hear nothing.
As we prepare the game for even more content.
Yeah, because if you're convinced that game is doomed, then bringing it up doesn't reassure you. Like that kind of makes me think it's more doomed. Like they're desperately trying to convince me it's alive. Show it or shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I just don't even want to focus on it even. Just like, why are you talking about this? Why are you showing this? It's not going well, and it already didn't go well. It's been years of not going well. Just don't even talk about it. Like, imagine they popped up with the trailer for Beyond Good and Evil 2 and said 2 years from now. How
Right.
would you feel in that moment?
Yeah. Man. God, now I'm... Because I watched that dumb interview with Phil Spencer.
That was an interview? I thought it was just a weird, like, talk show he was on.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird that interview now means 5 people sucking and fucking him.
Yeah, no, it was that
IGN suck and fuck kingdom.
That press event where it literally is every other word he's being cheered for. It's like, what is happening?
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, that showcase was incredible. I need to talk about how incredible and good everything is fine it was.
I loved all the times he was asked a question that even remotely he wasn't prepared for, and he just doesn't answer it.
Yep.
To expedite players' access to the endgame, we're introducing a new.
But I'm trying to think of the other things in that made Ryan McCaffrey be like, it was the best showcase ever.
So you wore a Hexen shirt. That new Doom is kind of like Hexen, right? Yes.
I didn't
I'm
notice.
absolved of my sins. So how good is Game Pass? Oh, Game Pass is so good.
Streamline the progression to ensure a rewarding journey both for new players
Anyway,
and veterans, without requiring
this is doing nothing for any of us.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
confident in saying. We've talked about how dire the week has been enough. I feel like we don't need to waste anyone's time.
That's true. We'll have a whole section about that on Big Think, I'm sure.
The section being every breath we take.
Yes.
At the end of each season.
Oh, man.
XP and rewards will
You see Ryan's face when he said, expect more games to come to more platforms? Yes, because honestly, I think at some level, Ryan McCaffrey might be aware that the dissolution of the Xbox brand probably means the dissolution of his job specifically at IGN.
No, he'll just get pushed into being general shit. He's not going anywhere. He's too old.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying. Then his branding gets weird. Because the exact audience changes.
I think it's literally more that he's a true believer. Like, he has a fucking Tesla podcast, and I keep comparing Elon Musk and Phil Spencer, and because their fanboys really are identical at this point.
They are, yeah.
Where there is no amount of failure that can penetrate the skull.
Right.
And like this is like what is going to happen when Tesla gets margin called and its value falls 80% in overnight. Like, we're witnessing that moment for Xbox.
Yeah.
Like, he basically got told Santa wasn't real by his dad.
Year 6 will culminate
Or
in
by
the story
Santa.
piece, which will return players to the place where it all began, Brooklyn, New York.
Join the Division in the upcoming season and watch the story unfold. We can't wait for you to see what's next.
But yeah, so we're just gonna raid someone. We're gonna go ahead and end the stream here because there's nothing else really today.
Right.
Maybe Xbox feels like finally showing a thing they should have showed some other day on their podcast.
Yeah, I feel like they already did that though. I don't think they have another one, but who knows?
Yeah,
maybe.
that's already up. Like, it's not a thing. There isn't anything else till the Yacht Club thing.
Plus Nintendo announces something, please.
Yeah, unless Nintendo announces for Thursday, which they would probably do tomorrow if they're going to do it.
Right. I was really hoping I'd wake up this morning.
Yeah, they usually give you 48 hours, I feel like.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Midori hasn't even been, like, leaked it. Like, it's coming.
Yeah, because we know that one is coming in June because they said there was one in June back when they announced the Switch 2 is real. Watch it be like 29th of June or something and just be like really screw us.
Yeah, you and me are in Niceville.
Yeah.
They announce it before we were intending to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sometimes they announce as soon as one day before.
Yeah, they have done that. I feel like they only do that for the smaller stuff, but you never know. Anything can be upgraded to that at any moment.
No problem, Momeezy. Enjoy the drops.
I hope everyone enjoyed the drops. What were they for again?
Who fucking
that ball
knows?
game?
What game?
That rolling ball shooter.
Oh, really?
Oh my god.
Maybe? That's what I assumed, because that's when people said they were getting drops.
Well, it was the whole event. They're still getting drops.
Yeah. I got Masters of Division 2. Okay, cool. Someone said they had Avatar drops. Okay.
I should have been watching our own stream. No.
Somebody got a car. I don't know what in, but good. Great.
In real life. It's a bad one, though. It's used. Auroral Visage is live with Breath of Fire 2 retranslated.
Ooh.
So that way they speak in whole sentences that convey meaning in the English language. I hope you all enjoy Breath of Fire 2's dope-ass video game. Auroral Visage is, in fact, a Capcom creator. I did see, not Auroral Visage, but other people talking about, Capcom, you need to prep us a little bit more appropriately to the scale of announcements. You continuing to make Street Fighter 6 characters is not something you send me a package over.
Yeah. And even if you're announcing them all at once, that's not enough. You need that. If you're saying announcements, it needs to be about more than one game.
Yep. Anyways, that's going to do it. We will see you all on Thursday for a chunk of a big, thick dimension. See ya.